Hey everybody, Bob Chick back with another edition of The Voice of Bodybuilding, brought to you by Redcon One and powered by Panatta. Celsius providing us the brand new Arctic Berry flavor, and this is my buddy Joey making his long-awaited Voice of Bodybuilding debut. What's up, Joey?
Hey Bob, looking forward to another workout. They're always good.
Did it take you a long time to get here today?
Not long, not long.
Joey lives next door, so we're about as close as they get. But all right, so updates. We have been working on this gym tirelessly, Joey, of course.
We have.
Last everybody saw, we were getting the Panatta equipment. It is in. As you can see, we've got some great stuff
Beautiful.
that we're going to be training on. We're going to be giving a little instruction, but everybody wants to know how the gym is looking. So as you can see, we're panning around. We've got the leg press. Look at this. Come on over here and take a look at this. You know what that is, Joey? That is a combination leg press slash hack squat. Now, we've used this a few times, so I'm speaking rhetorically, of course.
Yes.
But Ace, what do you think of that, buddy? Ace the dog is here. He's a good boy. But that's a great piece for legs. Leg extension, leg curl combo. This combo piece, which took an hour for us to get in here. We'll get into that some other time, but you should have seen us getting this into this place. It's higher than the garage door, and it weighs, I don't know, 1,000 pounds, Joey?
Yeah, but it's super smooth. It's super smooth.
Yeah, it's a great piece of equipment. Joey, I see you came prepared today with your training sandals.
I did.
Excellent, sir. So he's Georgia boy through and through. It's okay.
Exactly.
Smith machine. Man, this thing, my favorite piece. Look at this. We're going to get into all the specific as we go a little later on, Joey, but this piece is absolutely awesome. Counterweighted Smith machine. As you can, it's raining, Joey. Look at this. It just started.
Cool off.
We're definitely in Georgia, boy. It's cooling off, which is nice. But all right, come on down here. Let me show you what we got going. All right, so Joey's been hard at work. I don't know if you guys can hear the sound because we've got the microphones on, but custom sound footage, Joey. What do we got? What'd you put in?
We put in 6 speakers. 6 bass, a lot of heavy bass speakers in
What
it.
kind of unit is this? This is a Sonos or
Sonos, that's right.
state of the art? Nothing better for our gym here, buddy.
There you go.
As you can see, paint is pretty much completed. We're waiting on mirrors, we're getting some quotes. Last quote was a little bit high. We don't mind spending some money, Joey, but I don't know, I think $14,000 is a little bit
And to look at ourselves, a little expensive.
just to look at ourselves. So yeah, we're checking out some other pricing. As you can see, Pec Deck is in. We're actually going to move that because this little unit right here we just picked up, that is an air conditioning unit actually, Joey. So we're going to give this a shot, but we're going to move this over to this window. That's going to blow out. And all right, so I get grief about this, especially from my wife, but we've got power blocks, Joey. Okay, that goes up to 100 pounds. We got a full dumbbell set coming in from Panatta. It's on the boat literally as we speak, along with the standing shoulder machine. That's a perfect machine. See what I did there?
I like that.
Yeah. Look at it. What'd you pick up today, Joey? Did I see a
I
little
picked up 6 fans.
6
We're
fans?
going to put them strategically throughout the place. So
All right.
have a vortex of wind going everywhere.
I think that, you know what, in Georgia, you kind of need this because it's 100 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Like I say, it just started raining, so the temperature finally cooled down. But yeah, we get some sweltering. We don't mind sweating, Joey, but look at this, the lounge. Huh?
Yeah.
That's what I put together here, Joey, just for us to hang out. Got the cigar box ready to go. 442s are lined up and ready.
Absolutely.
But as you can see, I know we were waiting on the drywall guy. Of course, these guys know where to be found, so we got to switch gears, get somebody else. We could do it, Joey. The supplies are here. The materials are here. I really don't want to do a ceiling.
Yeah.
So, listen, the next video could be us doing the stupid ceiling with the drywall, but I really want...
You know which one will be holding them up.
Oh, God. That's a shoulder killer,
Yeah,
man.
right.
Been there. I don't mind doing work, Joe. I've done construction. You've done all kinds of stuff. Nothing's worse than drywall over your head. So, anyway. All right, so that's the update. We're going to be putting all kinds of pictures up, and I got all kinds of memorabilia, Joey, and all that. Waiting on mirrors, waiting on ceiling. Floor's in, though, right? All the rubber. You guys looking at the floor, obviously. But okay, so tips of the day, Joey. So it's back day today.
Right.
So we're catching. This is real time, folks. So we're not messing around with staging stuff, but training smarter, not harder, Joey.
And that's important at my age.
Yes, because at 55 years old now, Joey,
Oh, yeah.
you gotta preserve the joints and the ligaments and all that. So first,
That's a decade.
all right, first thing we're gonna do with back, got to get the old belt on. By the way, that is a custom belt, Joey, from our good friends at Cardillo. Steve Cardillo out there. He's been supplying me belts ever since I was an amateur. So, got to have the belt on, Joey, especially after you had back surgery years ago.
There you go.
Try to keep myself in one piece. And the most important part of the back workout, straps. These are Versa grips, happen to be my favorites. But you can use any kind of traditional strap. Joey, you're probably asking yourself, geez, Bob, why are straps so important when you're training back?
I was just wondering that, Bob.
I knew you were. Okay, so the key to this, the key to back, you guys will notice, if you're looking at your top bodybuilders, and I'm talking top guys, from Phil Heath to, you got Michael Crizzo these days. I know you don't know a lot of these guys, Joey, but you'll always notice the guys with the biggest arms always have weak backs, or at least they start off with them. And the reason is because they generally overpower everything with their arms. That's why their arms are so big, but their back isn't so much.
Right.
The straps help you isolate the back. What we don't want to do is use arms to pull. Whether you're doing a pull, whether you're doing a pull down, doesn't make any difference. Seated upright, we got more back equipment coming. I don't care how diverse it is when you're training back. What you don't want to do is use the arm to pull the back. And there's a difference. And how can you tell the difference? It's real easy. If you grab my hand, Joey, right, and you pull, go ahead, pull. Right?
I am pulling.
You're pulling with your arm, though, right?
Right.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you keep your hand in that position, right, now push on the back. See the difference?
I do.
Now, there's no pull going from your hand
Right.
because you were just pulling with your hand. You're pushing back with the elbow,
Right.
okay? And that is training back. So, getting back to my original premise, that's why you use the straps, because you want to take out the grip. You want to eliminate as much grip as you possibly can when you're training back, and just use the back muscles. We talk about isolating muscles as bodybuilders, especially pros. Now, obviously, the competition days are over, Joey. I know you hung those trunks up a long time ago. But, so let's just say we're going to start with pull downs. Now, I don't care what kind of bar you use. This is what we call a Hollywood bar. Don't know what the official name is, but that's what we called it. And we're going to do pull downs. So I'm going to use the straps on pretty much anything I can put them on. Okay, so in this case, now you can use these over or under. All right, either way, it's going to take out. I mean, that kind of grabs it. All right, and it's just a big arch. Just like there's a barrel behind you. Stretch and pull. Stretch, pull, stretch. Okay. Let the lat stretch. Pull out top of the chest, big arch. Okay. That's kind of light. Let me throw a couple pounds in there for you, Joey.
All right. Take the hands out of it.
Take the hands out. Exactly. Just like I was showing you. That's it. What do you think of that, Ace? Huh, buddy? You want a big back?
Hands make a real big difference.
Oh, yeah. Now, the heavier you go, now, like I said, we just kind of threw these over, but that's why I like Versa grips, because they kind of grab the bar. Again, everybody's got their preferences. I've always liked Versa grips. Once you get heavy enough on here, you can obviously wrap them around. You can come in on this here. So I'm going to show you something else, okay? But you can bring this around like a traditional grab. Now, that's pretty tight, but it's tight from the wrist, Joey. I'm almost doing nothing with my hands.
Right.
All right? And then you can go thumbless or thumb around. That's kind of a personal thing. But I'm going to show you something. A little trick of the trade here, Joey.
All right.
That's why I get the big buck. Okay, Joey, grab me the close grip. Should be in that custom crate. No, close grip. Close grip. For the love of God, man. Close grip. Okay. Now, this is a huge key right here. Most people will grab this like this. Okay? Front pull mount. All right? Now, this is for everything works in opposites. I'm going to get into that in a second. Okay? This is actually wrong. I'm going to show you why in a second. Here's my camera. There we go. All right. Everything works in opposites when you're training. Whether you're training back, chest, arms, legs, shoulder, it doesn't make any difference. Everything's in opposites. Close grip, contrary to popular belief, will not train the inner back muscles. It's going to train the outer muscles, the deep paper. All right? Close grip, close movements, whether you're seated, which we'll do, upright, seated. We got a carrying piece over here, one of our favorites, Joe. Okay, anything close is going to work the outer lats. Anything wide is going to work the inner muscle. If you were doing legs and you had a big sumo squat going, Joey, that's going to work the inner thighs. If you had a close stance, let's say you were doing a hack or a squat or anything, that's going to work the outer sweep of the legs. So again, it's opposite. Okay? Now, this is where everybody blows it. This is your key, Joey, right here. All right, when you put your straps up here, move the grip towards you. See how I'm favoring this side?
Yeah.
See how much weight? And I'm basically using, I'm going to wrap those up tight, okay? I'm using these two fingers, okay? You'll notice my pinkies as I do this. You can get in tight on this, all right? Now, why am I doing this? I'm either further taking out the grip. See? Now, if you were to look at that, these fingers aren't really doing much of anything, Joe.
Right.
Okay? Now, it's the same principle. Big arch, stretch, pull. Stretch, pull. But if you notice this is coming towards me, it takes the grip out of everything. It takes the biceps out of everything. If you go the other way, you tend to curl the weight. We don't want to curl the weight. Try that, Joe.
All right.
Actually, try it the wrong way first. All right, so grab it towards this side, right? You're going to pull down. You're going to get some back out of it, right? But kind of feel that, recognize it. Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, now slide your hands towards you. Again, predominantly these two fingers. Other fingers can be on there, but predominantly your index finger, middle finger.
Oh, mine too. Automatically.
Feel the difference?
Yes.
And it's automatic because you just took the biceps, the arms completely out of the movement.
That's amazing.
Okay, and you got a stretch and an arch. Perfect. Now, we're going to carry this same technique, Joey, the long rows. Okay, so now we got seated. Now we're going to do an actual workout when we get done filming here. But for all the fans out there and people looking to gain some knowledge, let's just say you were doing close grips here. Okay, this is a long row. All right. So now, same thing. You're going to kind of, in this instance, it's obviously opposite because I'm seated. But so you want to move the grip towards the top. Again, because I want to emphasize these two fingers and the grip. Okay. If I was underneath, Joey, look what I'm doing. I'm automatically in a curling position.
Yeah.
This would be a great arm exercise. Look at that. I get a nice arm pump out of that. But that's not what you're looking to do. You're training back. So in this case, I'm going to move my hands up. And again, I'm favoring the top. Okay? Get your feet up nice and high. And it's a stretch and a big arch. You're going to pull this right into your belt buckle, Joey. But again, notice, look at the fingers. Okay? Let the back work. Stretch the back. Upright. Don't go all the way back. See a lot of this at the gyms. We're not doing limbo here with Chubby Checker, Joey. Look that up, everybody. Google's your best friend. You remember Chubby Checker?
I do.
All right. Stretch, pull. Stretch, pull. No arms. No arms were harmed during the filming of this segment, Joey. Okay? The same exact thing. I don't care what machine you're using. The only thing that gets a little different, is, of course, is when you're doing bent over rows or something with a barbell. Then you take a regular grip, but you still use the straps.
The grip makes all
Don't
the
come high, Joey. Come in the belt buckle. That's it. Perfect. Shoulders are low and loose. Let the back do the work. Remember that thing we were just doing with the elbow, right? My hand on your elbow?
Right.
Push the elbow back. Don't pull with your hand. All your hands are like hooks. Your hands are two hooks right now. Anytime you're training back, your hands are hooks.
I feel that.
Now, we don't do a lot of bent over stuff because those days went bye-bye a long time ago. Quite frankly, after back surgery in '98, I never really did much bent over work for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Although I could do a T-bar row, especially with the pad. They got machines, which hopefully we'll have one, because that's a piece I'd like to bring in. And then you've got your upright row. Okay, this is a good old Icarian piece here, a little blast from the past, Joey, but we're going to.
It's really good piece.
Yeah, so I tell you, it's a hell of a piece. But this is a good piece. Same principles, Joey. I don't care. Again, top of the movement. You know, I was throwing almost no weight on there, but all right, you're upright. It's a big arch. Okay, if I'm wide here, same principle. Stretch, arch, stretch, arch. But same thing. I want to eliminate the grip because I don't want to train biceps right now. This is what we talk about when we talk about isolation of muscle groups and training what you're trying to train. Okay. When we train biceps, whole different animal. Then you can, now you still want to, it's interesting because you still want to de-emphasize the grip when you're training biceps, believe it or not, because you don't want your forearms taking all the activity. You want your biceps to take.
Right.
We'll get into that on arm day, of course. But that's just a few tips, Joey, that we're going to be using today as we go through our back workout. Pull downs, we're going to do some pull downs, and we're going to divvy it up between close grip and wide grip. All right, so we work the inside of the back, we work the outside of the back, there's upper back and lower back. You got a hyperextension piece, which we don't. That's a good piece for lower back, but you can do partial deadlifts on the Smith machine, you know, something like that. That's good for lower back. Upper back is very easy to train because you catch a little bit of upper back with everything. You know, if you're holding 100-pound dumbbells, you're catching some upper back.
Right.
But a few tips and keys there, Joey. We're going to be using those today. And that'll wrap it up. Joey, your debut on the Voice of Bodybuilding. You learn anything today?
I did.
You feel bigger already, don't you?
I feel important.
All right.
Those grips make a big difference.
Good stuff, Joey. All right, for Joey from next door, this is Bob Chick. We're out.